According to the Wall Street Journal, in May, Pam Bondi and her deputy informed the president at a meeting in the White House that his name was in the Epstein files, the official said. Many other high-profile figures were also named, Trump was told. Being mentioned in the records isn't a sign of wrongdoing. One of the officials familiar with the documents said they contain hundreds of other names. They also told Trump that senior Justice Department officials didn't plan to release any more documents related to the investigation of the convicted sex offender because the material contained child P and victims' personal information, the official said. Trump said at the meeting he would defer to the Justice Department's decision to not release any further files. In other words, they don't know how to redact the personal information of victims and not release child P. So they're just going to not release anything. But they knew the decision of not releasing the files weeks before they actually announced it. The statement, which is unsigned, stated that a thorough review had turned up no list of Epstein file clients, no evidence that would lead to an investigation of uncharged third parties, and no additional documents that merited public disclosure. The White House response to this story? This is another fake news story, just like the previous story by the Wall Street Journal. The story also says that FBI Director Kash Patel has privately told other government officials that Trump's name appeared in the files, according to people close to the administration. Trump was specifically asked on July 15th, did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the files? And Trump answered, no, she's given us just a very quick briefing. Then the article goes on to discuss the clash between Bondi and Deputy FBI Director Dan Bongino. It says Patel, the FBI director, and his deputy, Dan Bongino, had been in favor of releasing more documents, people familiar with their efforts said. It goes on to say that Bongino is upset that his credibility is being damaged by the files not being released. Why would his credibility be damaged if there's no files? And then Bondi alleged that Bongino secretly provided information to the media to damage her reputation. And then Bongino in turn exploded about Bondi, his face red, and called her a liar. This whole thing is a shit show that this administration is really having a hard time containing. And this isn't going to be the last story from the Wall Street Journal. I'm sure they have a lot of other stuff.